Welcome. In front of me is a VIVO Y22s, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this device. So jumping straight into it, we're gonna start off by opening up settings where we'll find, well, everything. So let's navigate under the display and brightness, and right off the bat we have the dark theme right here. So that's basically dark mode. And you can enable it right here. This is a toggle, so you can switch between, but you also have the option by tapping on a text to access more settings associated with it, like a sunset to sunrise, or based on a custom time, so basically a schedule. So this will allow you to set it up so during nighttime, like right now, the device could be in dark mode. Well, once we have sun out, it switches back to light mode, giving you best of both worlds. Now moving on to the next thing, which is also under the display and brightness, it's going to be the status bar, which is right here. And here you have the option under notifications method. Instead of showing you icons, like clutter of them, we can select to have show us a number. And this will still continue to show all the notifications when you pull it down, but it keeps the status bar a little bit clean, or more clean, by removing the random cacophony of icons right there, and just substituting it for a simple number. Additionally, you can also enable the battery percentage, though again that adds a little bit more clutter to it, so I prefer to have it on. And we also have display real-time network speed, again more clutter, so if you want to know what your network is, you can add it, but I prefer to not know, and just have it a little bit cleaner looking. Now moving on, we have also refresh rate right here, so screen refresh rate, and we have it to set it to smart switch. This is a default one, and I recommend for the majority of you to keep it at that. But if you do prefer to prioritize battery life, then you can change it to 60. Now this will not give you this like smooth animations when you're scrolling up and down like you do with smart or 90, but it will improve your battery life just a little bit. And moving on to the next thing, this one will be in the, where is it? Lock screen and wallpaper. We have things like themes or also UI colors right here. So this will allow you to change the colors right here. And well, not only right here, but in several different places. If you flip through the pages, you can see where it changes the color. Right now it is set to be, I believe, just like a static single color, but you can select it for instance from several different ones. Although this doesn't really change much. They all kind of look the same, to be completely honest. I mean, the same as in all these buttons have the same exact color, instead of, for instance, having like this mint green, dark green, and bluish color. So kind of weird. It should have several different colors, but it's not really. But from there you can also pick themes in here. Now you'll need to number one, agree to it, and number two, also have an internet connection, so you can download new themes from their store. So I'm gonna just close this and move on to the next one, which is gesture navigation, which is also what I've been using for this entire video. You can see this bar at the bottom. So you can find this under system and system navigation, and right here you have the 3-button navigation and the gesture navigation. Now obviously if you don't like gestures, you can switch back to 3-button nav here, but I personally do prefer to have it in gesture mode. And we can also hide the bar, though I have no actual clue how well this works right here. I will kind of add this. I'm not sure if this is going to be relevant for this specific phone or not, but it does make your device look a little bit cleaner. As you can see, it removes the bar from the bottom, but I have tried the same method on my Samsung Galaxy, and I came to have, well, I did have a bunch of problems with it, where swiping up didn't always register a home, or like basically the home gesture, even though I was just correctly swiping like I did right now. This worked, but on my Galaxy it just didn't want to. Sometimes I would need to swipe several times for it to actually realize that, like, ooh, he actually wants to go home. Maybe by the 4th time we will allow him to. So if you have some kind of problems like this, if that sounds like similar problems that you're having, this could be the reason with this little hide button bar. So if you're having this problem, you can disable it. This will bring up the bar and hopefully everything should go away. That is how it was for me, like on the Samsung. So like I said, I just wanted to add this. Not sure if this is going to be relevant or not, but just in case, I did want to let people know what the fix is if you're having such a problem. But with this being said, this would conclude all the tweaks and tricks I want to show you. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.